you have like some of my clients, they're in their 40s, they're overweight, they've basically always been overweight. You're not going to break habits revolving around food in a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months. It's going to take a while. And so one of the things we work on at the moment, and this is a mindset thing as well, is and I feel like I've had this conversation with half a dozen guys already this week, is that you need to be both the carrot and the stick at all times, which is a very difficult balancing act, because while I need to be tough on myself and try to always go to a higher level, try to make myself better. That's one of the things we work on all the time is we're not just making ourselves physically better. We're actually using this to create leverage for the rest of our lives, to create more discipline, better relationships, to be more clear-headed at work and earn more money. We're actually using this as the springboard for everything, because the reality is the only thing you can really control in life is what goes in your mouth and how you treat your body. You can't control, and this thing has shown us that, right? Coronavirus has shown us you can have zero control over anything else other than how you treat your body. So I need to be tough on myself, but at the same time, I got to be realistic and say I'm not breaking 40 years of habits in the first week of lockdown. That's just not going to happen. So there are going to be slip-ups, but then the slip-up should be, and it's Wednesday for us today, very typical in an early diet setting. Someone would get to a Wednesday or Thursday having done the early part of the week great, and then fall off the wagon for whatever reason, right? And we also work on identifying the triggers that set off that change in habit, and then making plans around them, right? But so they fall off the wagon, and instead of waiting till Monday, because that's a really common thing, is people go, I'll start again Monday, right? Yeah. Then it's next Monday, the Monday after, the Monday after. Next thing you know, it's a year later, and actually you're more out of shape than you are now. But we go straight back to the plan at the very next meal. So it doesn't matter if you woke up and you had chocolate chip cookies for breakfast. Okay, like I get it. Like you saw the news was upsetting. In Australia today, we woke up to hear 4 police officers were killed overnight on a freeway. My partner's a firefighter. She was on night shift last night. She didn't go to that, but at her station, one of the other trucks did. So she saw the guys coming back from that job. They had to fill in at other stations to cover all the other people that went. It's affected the whole community in emergency services, right? So, and I woke up this morning and actually the first thing I saw was that on the news, and I messaged her straight away to make sure she was okay. But it would be really normal under those sort of circumstances, or when you're reading some of this stuff about coronavirus or what's going on in the US, or it's very easy to get upset and get pulled out of like your winner's mindset where you're focused and disciplined, and head towards that emotional side. So yeah, I get it. This is going to happen. That's okay. Go straight back to the plan next time, and let's start making a strategy around it, because once you identify what it is. So for me, watching the news, I'm down to about 10 minutes at night now. So I watch it first thing in the morning while I'm having breakfast, which is a couple of minutes. And then I watch it 10 minutes at night. I get all the information I need, and then it gets turned off, because otherwise it's too easy to get distracted by the whole thing and get pulled into the stuff you see on social media with, all of a sudden everyone's a virus expert and they're a political pundit, and you know what I mean? Like it's not worth it. So it's very important with habit building that people are both tough on themselves and easy at the same time, because it's in a lot of cases, when you look at the psychology of it, it's not as simple as I wanted the chocolate bar. It's maybe I wanted the chocolate bar because every time I got bullied at high school, and I got bullied nonstop for 3 years or something, that was what I got when I came home crying because of my mum. So now when I feel bad, my instant reaction is I want that chocolate bar, because that's what I associate with being made to feel better as a kid.